Good evening. Welcome to the Furry News Show. I'm your host, Goldenwolf, and I'm here for you. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a controversy that has emerged over the past few months of great concern. And that controversy and that concern is of our nation's elevators. Recently, in the past couple of months, a saber-toothed cat, known as Cutter Cat, aka Keefur, has picked America's elevators to be his dining place of choice. What does this mean for our citizens? It means you have to be worried. Is it safe to ride the elevators, or is it unsafe? Will there be a hungry kitty living behind every door of an elevator? I don't know. But what's even worse is it started out as just a random feeding, but turned into the controversial feeding and eating of a fox named Foxerz. Let's break down how all that began.
Hang on, I think he wants to get a picture.
Arms for the poor.
Haven't got any.
Arms for the poor.
Haven't got any.
Well, I'm kind of hungry. Arms for the poor.
Oh, you missed it. We had pizza. We had free pizza.
Are you videotaping?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Ah! There's a human in there.
No, there's not. I haven't digested him yet. Hey, I don't know who he was. He's just some guy I found in the elevator.
Chilling. Ah! Wow. Just wow. Yeah. Keeper was hungry. He was too hungry. Too hungry to go to a con suite. Too hungry to go across the street to a late night fast food joint. When he got hungry enough, his natural instincts came out from within him. They arose. Arose! And he craved only one thing. Meat.
Giggity, 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 giggity.
Yeah. Fresh meat. His insatiable hunger for food led to an incident caught on tape. I warn you, the footage you're about to see is not for the weak of heart. Let's see that footage.
Oh, hey guys.
No! Don't eat me! Oh, no! Oh, not my hair! It's gonna mess up my hair!
The controversial devouring of foxes has raised some questions about whether elevators are safe or they are a danger to ride in. Some say that Keefur was provoked in eating foxers, and that he had no choice but to eat foxers. In the past couple of months, Keefur was a target by foxers to a taunting known as tuba tormentation. Let's see that footage.
I gotta say, that's the most fucking brilliant thing I've ever seen in my life.
As you can see, foxerz may have pushed Keefur beyond his limits and forcing him to eat him. But it may also have been his controversial new book, 1001 Ways to Eat Foxerz.
Yummy!
Knowing that our elevators are unsafe, we have to ask ourselves the question: what if Keefur decided to store food for the winter? Recently, we asked a witness that had been taunted by Keefur as to what he thought about the whole situation, and whether he thinks they're safe, and what he feels about Keefur. Roll it.
The two things you don't normally see together: a fox and a pussy.
Hey Brandon, thank you for welcoming me into your home. You were close to foxerz. Do you feel that he provoked Keefur in any way into eating him?
No, foxerz didn't provoke him in any way at all. Foxerz loved Keefur. He was always doing stuff for him. He followed him at all the cons, giving him this beautiful musical accompaniment with his tuba, which, by the way, Keefur never paid him for. I'd just like to point that out. So no, foxerz, he did everything for Keefur. I can't believe this happened.
Do you think our elevators are safe to ride, or do you think that the very idea of riding in an elevator is becoming jeopardized?
No, absolutely not. No elevator in this country can be considered safe anymore. You know, when we first started hearing about this, it was bad enough that he was eating people in elevators. My own mate, who is an Arctic wolf, was so scared he's been wearing a fox costume just to stay safe. But then, now that Keefur has eaten a fox, no one is safe. He says he's scared of foxes, and then he eats one. How can anyone possibly be considered safe after that?
What are your personal thoughts on Keefur calling you a pussy?
Yeah, you know, he called me that. By that point, he's done so much, I wasn't completely surprised, but I was a little shocked by it. But I'll tell you, one good thing has come out of this. With all the modern technology, I'm glad that it was captured on videotape, that even though he called me a pussy, he was the one who ran when I chased him. Not only that, it really makes you wonder. In one weekend, we have video proof that Keefur, who claims to be married to a woman, number one, ran from a pussy, number two, ate a fox. I'm not making any suggestions, just giving you something to think about.
Ooh, excuse me. Oh, we're back. Sorry. To Keefur, I offer this. You may like eating in elevators, may seem like a pretty cool place to catch a meal, but we here at the studio wanted to offer you some suggestions for other things you could eat besides elevator dwellers. take a look.
A weed rat. Rotisserie style. Now, I don't mean to brag, but I make a mean weed rat stew.
Wow! If you're hungry for a hunk of fat and juicy meat, eat my buddy Pumba here because the end is treat. Coming down a dine on a Stacy swine, all you have to do is get in line. Ah, you ain't good.
Yup, yup.
For some bacon.
Yup, yup, yup.
He's a big pig.
Yup, yup.
You can be a big pig too.
These are my exploding cupcakes.
I hope these taste as good as they look.
Gerald!
The secret is in the frosting, but I'll never tell.
And ladies and gentlemen, whether or not elevators are safe or unsafe, we here at the Furry News decided that we were going to let the people know what things to look out for when you're riding an elevator to see whether it's safe or not. For that, we go live to our correspondent. Take a look.
Alright, I'm here in front of an elevator close to keeper's habitat. Like most elevators, this one only has one way in and one way out. Once you're inside this elevator, you're at your own risk. No way of escaping a lurking, hungry saber-tooth. In fact, there's obvious warning signs that he may be near the general area. Like the condiment rack, as well as a large warning sign. Using this elevator is not advised. It's my opinion that all right.
Well, looks like there's a job opening. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Elevators can be safe, they can be unsafe, but in general, you just gotta be careful riding an elevator because you never know if there's a kitty in there. You know what? Keep yourself safe. You yourself can be a Superman. Fly off if you save yourself and everyone else in that elevator. He didn't land well. Anyway, that's all the time we have this week. Next week on the Furry News. Giant mushrooms. Are they really a trip? Or are they just for Italian plumbers to gain male enlargement? We'll find out next week. Good night, everybody! Yay! Bacon! Ah! No, 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 no. Bacon Reese's. Bacon Reese's.
The Furry News Show is brought to you by In Heat. We need that extra oomph for male enhancement. Giggity.